What's up? I just wanted to give my input on the Amber Guyger situation and the young man Bethon Jean that lost his life. Her getting convicted was good. It was good. It was deserved, and not just because she was white and he was black. You know what I'm saying? The jury seen it as it is wrong is wrong, right is right. You know, she was wrong for what she did. She killed an innocent man, an innocent citizen at that, violated that man's rights, especially his Fourth Amendment rights. And she deserved to be guilty, rightfully so. No? But then, like, people always say, oh, this is, like, the lawyer dude, he's like, oh, this is justice for Sandra Bland, and this is justice for Mike Brown, and for Landro, and all that shit. Okay. I hear that stupid ass shit. They always say that shit. But I'm gonna keep it 100 on that shit right there, though. Mike Brown would have still been alive if he wasn't allegedly at the store stealing blunts and running from the police when they was telling his ass to come here. Had his ass would have just came with his hands up and knew his rights, he would have still been alive. Sandra Bland, if she would have just shut the fuck up, took her motherfucking ticket, and went on about her motherfucking business, she would have been alive too. Same thing with Philandro, Castro, whatever the fuck his name was. The motherfucker that got shot in the car with his girlfriend and his baby in the back seat. They was in the car, smoking weed and shit, with the baby in the car, and you sitting up there telling the motherfucking police you got a motherfucking gun. So automatically they smell weed. They don't know if you telling the truth or not. So yeah, he gonna pull out a strap because he feared and he's scared. Because, you know, as far as he know, you could have been a drug dealer and he smoked you. No, all three of those incidents could have been just basically basic common sense. You know what I'm saying? Cop pull you over in the car, just lean back. Shut the fuck up. Use your fucking First Amendment rights. Use your Fifth Amendment rights. Especially your Fifth Amendment rights. You need to use those. And just chill. You know what I'm saying? If they would have asked you to step out of the car, nigga, just step out the motherfucking car with your motherfucking hands up. You know what I'm saying? Use your Fifth Amendment right. You know what I'm saying? When he searched you, he could have said, "Oh, you could." When you got out the car, you could have told him, you know what I'm saying, that you had a pistol. But you leaned all the way back in the motherfucking seat. Chilling, high. You know what I'm saying? Then you gonna tell the motherfucker you got a pistol. What the fuck was that motherfucker supposed to do, homie? You gotta think about that shit, though, dog. I mean, it's sad that you died, that he died, but at the same time, the nigga didn't use common sense. Straight up. Same thing with Sandra Bland, homie. She didn't use common sense. She do like the typical motherfucking loudmouth, fucking no filter as black woman does. Start talking all that shit, running her motherfucking dick suckers, talking all that shit, talking all that shit, and yelling. It don't matter that the man was white. The whole thing of the matter is that she was disrespecting the man and she was belittling this man. So how the fuck you think this man was supposed to feel? You know what I'm saying? Had she would have just shut the fuck up, got her motherfucking ticket, she could have just went on her way. Both of them was picking at each other at the end of the day. The cop was picking at her, and she was picking right back at him. You know what I'm saying? If she had a problem with the motherfucker, she could have just fought the shit in court, or she could have just paid her fucking ticket and went on her way. Beautiful young lady. Sad that she lost her motherfucking life, but she didn't use fucking better judgment. Same thing with the fat dude that got choked out by the motherfucking police in New York. Now, police over there fucking with black dudes like they always do. You know, we know how they do us. You know what I'm saying? Just come over and harassing us and want to touch on us and feel on us and all that shit. So obviously they was watching this fat ass. You know what I'm saying? And he got choked out in the chokehold for cigarettes, for selling illegal cigarettes, allegedly, on the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's a time and a place to resist shit. You outgunned, you outmanned, you outnumbered. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking comply, my nigga. Comply. Lay your motherfucking ass down. Spread your motherfucking hands out. Let them motherfuckers arrest you, and you fight that shit in court. Don't fucking resist arrest, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to resist when they trying to arrest you so they can fuck you up or try to do something to you. You gotta be smart. And he wasn't smart. That's why he lost his life. You know what I'm saying? That's why most of these black people that live in inner cities or doing stupid shit that they ain't got no fucking business doing dies because they don't use fucking common sense. Because they too fucking emotional. And they not fucking thinking they process, and they not using a fucking train of thought before they do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Now in Botham Jean's case, he wasn't doing nothing, so it was a totally different scenario. So you can't compare what happened to him being killed by an off-duty police officer from all these other dudes that got killed by officers on the street. Just plain and simple. They don't match and they don't go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? Just like the one dude, he got pulled over by the police. He got out. He ran. And when he got down there, the cop shot him. Yeah, now that cop, he was wrong. Because he chased that dude down and then he shot him. But even though the cop was wrong, the whole situation could have been prevented if that motherfucking nigga just pulled his ass over, got the fuck out the car, got arrested, or even got a fucking ticket. You know what I'm saying? When you get these motherfucking racist cops that adrenaline rush to fuck with you, that's what they gonna do. They gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It's all about using your mind. If you are smart and intelligent and use your mind, you can beat these motherfuckers in a certain situation in certain ways. You don't have to argue with them. You don't have to run from them or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got to use your fucking mind and use your fucking train of thought. And stop fucking basing your decisions on emotions. That's why so many black people have died by the police. Because they are using bad judgment. Let's just be fucking honest about the shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Sure, everybody want to cry justice all the motherfucking time. But when you got stupid motherfuckers doing stupid ass shit, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Case in scenario, I can even use me as a fucking example. I come home from work. You know what I'm saying? And at this particular time, I smoke me a blunt. I fall asleep on my couch. I'm laying down, sleep. I hear a boom, 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 boom on my door. I say, who is it? They say who they are. They the police department. Wooty woo woo woo. Search warrant. They kick in my door. I lay on my couch. I put my hands up. They put M16s to my fucking face and to my head and told me don't move. I didn't move. Didn't say shit. Used my fucking Fifth Amendment rights. So then they asked me, what did I have in the house? I said, before you tear up my motherfucking house, I explained to them where my weapons were and where they were strategically placed. Because I didn't want them tearing up my shit. They handcuffed me, took whatever alleged contraband that I had in my house. I went to jail, and I bailed out. And I fought them motherfuckers in court, and I won. Didn't have to snitch on nobody. Didn't have to throw nobody under the bus or nothing. I knew how to use my brain. Oh yeah, they found me guilty for shit, for the weapons. But when you got a good paid motherfucking lawyer like I had, I was convicted for being a felon with a firearm, but I only had to do fucking weekends, which is community service. Why? Because I was always smart to not get in trouble and do dirt by my motherfucking self and never get caught for doing shit that I did. So I was never really got into any trouble. When they caught me that time, when they came in my house for some bullshit, saying that I was selling drugs, which they found out and proved that I wasn't, but they got me for the weapons, it wasn't nothing that they could do, because when they looked at my record, they was like, oh, well, this motherfucker ain't been in trouble for these many odd years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a threat to society that they know of. So they made me do like 2 fucking years worth of weekends. I was able to keep my job. I was able to still go to work every day and do the shit that I had to do. But I'm still alive to tell the story about this shit. You see what I'm saying? Because I use common sense. I knew I couldn't win. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got M16s and assault rifles to my fucking face because I was considered armed and dangerous from whatever the person that snitched told them. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do? Have a shootout with these motherfuckers? I'm gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna go to jail for some shit that I ain't had no business doing, then I'm gonna go to jail for it. But if I'm going to jail for something that I'm not fucking doing for no fucking reason, then I know I got action. When they in my fucking kitchen checking for Pyrex and seeing if I'm cooking dope and all this shit, man, I don't fucking do none of that shit. If y'all, like I told the officer, if you was watching me every day like you say, you would see that I was going to work and coming home every day, and I wasn't having no traffic in and out my motherfucking house. They just wanted to come up in my motherfucking house just to come up in the motherfucker. And they knew they was fucking wrong. And they knew they made up shit off of a motherfucking snitch. My ex-girlfriend at the time, they tried to get her to snitch, but she was so motherfucking solid. She didn't say a motherfucking thing neither. She kept her fucking mouth shut and did what she had to do. They was threatening her and shit. Oh, if you don't say this, you don't say that, and you don't own up to what he doing, we gonna take you to jail. But she know I wasn't doing shit because she wasn't doing shit. But all I'm saying is this. Common sense, man. Common sense will keep you alive in those particular situations. But as far as the Amber Guyger situation, she was just flat out fucking wrong. She had no remorse. She didn't give a fuck. She thought that she was gonna get out of that shit scot-free. You know what I'm saying? You invade somebody else's home, their own space, their own privacy. You shoot them, and the first thing you do is you call the police and tell them that you fucked up and you made a mistake. But You didn't try to resuscitate this dude. You didn't try to keep this man alive. You didn't call for ambulance to come and save this man's life. All you was doing was trying to cover your own ass for the mistake that you alleged was a mistake. But it looked like it was premeditated. If you was complaining about this young man's music the previous day or the previous time or earlier in that day or whatever happened, then all of a sudden you get off of work and you go to his floor with a red carpet in the front of the door, by the way. But somehow you get into this man's house and you smoke this man. But when you look at that, when they had the doors automatically close and lock on their own. So she had a way to get up in that man's house. Police got all kind of gadgets and shit to get up in people's houses. They know what the fuck they be doing. You know what I'm saying? It don't take a fucking rocket scientist for them to get the gadgets and get all the shit that they need to get in people's doors. You know what I'm saying? Police ain't stupid. They smart. They got all kind of fucking intelligence and all kind of shit behind them. You know what I'm saying? Do I applaud that she got convicted? Nah. I don't applaud to that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about her going to jail. You know what I'm saying? It was just sad that somebody young that was only 26 years old and innocent lost their lives behind bullshit. If she felt that she had a problem with that young man, she could have, if she was an officer, she could have easily went up there and talked to that man. They could have came to an understanding. But, you know, we don't know the reason why she really smoked him. No, but it is what it is. No, but like I said earlier, what pisses me off is when these so-called black activists, they try to make it seem like, oh, it's justice, it's this and that and that. You know what I'm saying? And they try to make it us against them shit. It's not a us against them shit. It's that person against that person. It ain't always the white race versus the black race or the black race against the Hispanic race. It ain't always about that shit. But these ignorant motherfuckers, they make it seem like that. You know what I'm saying? They want it to be like that. Like, oh, we finally got justice. No, motherfucker, ain't never been no motherfucking justice. Justice is learning the identity of who you are as a people. Learning that you are indigenous aborigines of this fucking land here in America, which was formerly known as Turtle Island. Which is known that justice is them giving back our land that they fucking stole. You know what I'm saying? That's justice. Justice ain't about one murder here or one murder there or a cop killing a black here or a cop killing a black there. The bottom line is this. Ignorant motherfuckers need to stop doing ignorant shit and them motherfuckers won't die. You know what I'm saying? It's just plain and simple, homie. We know that shit. We know when we out there in the motherfucking streets, we doing shit that we ain't got no business that we supposed to be doing. Then when something go wrong or something go bad, motherfuckers want to cry foul or cry it's unfair. When you breaking these motherfucking white people's laws, you need to be prepared at all fucking times to know how to get your ass up out of that shit. Educate yourself. Don't wait till you fucking go to prison to decide you want to pick up a motherfucking book and educate yourself. Anytime before I even went to jail for some shit, I always made sure I was up on law. I was always up on game. You know what I'm saying? So when it came time for me to go to court for shit, I was already ready. You know what I'm saying? Same shit happened to me before, true story. I'm at the house. I'm arguing with my baby mama. She get mad at me. She called the police on me. Police take me to jail for a bullshit ass traffic warrant. Now understand me. I got on sweatpants. I got her cell phone in my right pocket, and I got my cell phone in my left pocket. He handcuffed me. He put me to jail. He put me in the car. He took me to jail. I tell him, I said, hey, I dropped one of my cell phones in the car when you was taking me out. He go in there. He grabbed the cell phone. Then he come back with a methamphetamine pipe. And the motherfucker tried to sit up there and say it was mine. Right? So I'm like, do I look like I fucking smoke drugs to you? I said, before you arrested me, didn't you just search me? You went up and down my fucking legs. You touched my backside. You ran around. We went through my waist. You stretched out my elastic on my waist. You grabbed my fucking... You searched me from my ankles on up. So where the fuck did I get this big ass methamphetamine pipe from? So he tried to charge me with the shit, which he did charge me. So at the time, I'm telling him, I said, piss test me right now. And I want fingerprints taken off that motherfucking glass. So I went to court on that shit. They ended up letting me out that same day on a fucking OR. Right? I'll go to court back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for the shit, right? So they telling me, oh, just take the deal. The deal was I take $100 fine with 3 years of summary probation. So I tell them motherfuckers, fuck you. No, I'm not taking that shit. Why? What you mean why? I'm not taking something for something that I did not fucking do. I know my motherfucking rights. The police violated me for a fucking infraction and tried to turn it into a fucking felony. So they ended up taking me in the back of the judge's chambers. The judge up there like, oh, well, you should go ahead and take this deal so we can just get it over with. It's costing taxpayers money. I said, nope. Either you guys dismiss this case or we taking this shit to trial. So they dropped it from a felony to a misdemeanor, and they still wouldn't drop it. They wanted to convict me so bad. They were willing to go to trial for a motherfucking methamphetamine pipe that wasn't even fucking mine. So we selected the jury and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I had a paid lawyer. So all in all, I'm schooling her. I'm telling her the shit she need to say and how she need to word it and what she need to do. So she worked their asses, right? So when it came time to put the fucking racist ass set a person cop up on the stand, all of a sudden, the methamphetamine pipe disappeared out of evidence. Can you imagine that shit? So they ended up finding me not guilty. And they ended up taking that shit off my record. And what happened was they wanted to convict me for the simple fact that they knew if I was found not guilty, that I would have a lawsuit against them. So they were mad at the district attorney because they spent over $48,000 to try to convict me on a fucking misdemeanor or something that I didn't do. See how bad they want you? See how bad they want you to have a record? See how bad they want to try to crucify you and try to use you like you some stupid ass fucking guinea pig? But I showed them that I wasn't no stupid ass fucking nigger or nigga like they thought I was going to be. You know what I'm saying? Now, I went to jail for shit before. If I was wrong, then I was wrong. I had to own up to the wrong shit that I did. But if I know I'm not wrong, I'm going to fight your motherfucking ass. And we going to fight about it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing 2-3 weeks ago. Fucking police towed my car away for my truck away for no fucking reason. Talking about my truck was sitting in the same spot for more than 72 hours. So what I did was I went out there. I know I drove my truck before the 72 hours, and they never enforced this law before. Why they enforcing it now? Because it's election time. So they trying to get all the money that they can get. So I took video, and I showed proof. There was no fucking sticker on my vehicle. There was no chalk marks on my vehicle. And it was cars that was sitting there for months and months and months and months and months. With spider webs, cobwebs, and all kind of shit. But they didn't take those though. See what I'm saying? Imagine that shit. You know? So we in the process of fighting with them motherfuckers. I filed a complaint on San Bernardino Police Department and the county of San Bernardino. And if I don't get my money back, then fuck it, we taking it to fucking civil court. Because as long as I got video to back me up and back my proof up that they stole my car, violated my Fourth Amendment right, they are going to fucking lose. Especially when I'm the owner and the sole proprietor of me, and I'm doing business as me. Because I own, excuse me, because I own my own fucking name. I'm the sole proprietor of my own name. But I'm going to talk about that in another video too. But, you know, for all those people of color that lost their lives, you know what I mean? Don't think that I'm being mean or harsh about their deaths. Because I wouldn't want that to happen or wish that on nobody, you know? My best friend died at the hands of a police officer. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was his fault. You know? He can't blame nobody for his death but him. He made a bad choice and it cost him his life. Was I sad? Yeah, I was sad. I was hurt. I was all fucked up. You know, because we slang and bang and chilled and did all kind of shit together from kids and became grown men and fathers and grandfathers and shit like that. But, you know, he made a choice and that choice cost him his life. So we have to make better choices, man. We have to make better decisions with the shit that we do. You know what I'm saying? Sure, people might think that the police is their motherfucking enemy. But if you are a citizen and you know your rights, pull out your fucking phone and you have the right to record a public servant under Penal Code 148G. Freedom of press. You have that right to record a public servant when a public servant is participating and doing their duty, which is paid for by the taxpayer citizens of that county and of that state. But on that note, I'm out of here, man. But I'm happy that the Botham family got justice. I'm happy for that man's mother because you can tell she raised a good young man. You know what I mean? She raised a real good young man. I'm out. Peace.